Welcome in to Marvel Friends After Work, a podcast that talks about anything and everything related to the MCU. I'm Casey and my fellow hosts, Nick and Joel. And up top, I want to shout out, we do have a new YouTube channel, so please go check it out. And you can check us out on Twitter Live. But Joel, what's on the docket today? What are we going to talk about? Let's get right into it.
So there's been nothing but rumors and news in the form of rumors coming out throughout the MCU.
Best kind of news.
Yeah, it's all across the place, and we've got pretty much one for every upcoming property that's going to be coming up. But I figured we'd start it off since we haven't covered the Marvel's trailer yet. The Marvel's director, Nia DaCosta, was quoted in saying that this movie is going to be wacky, quote, wacky. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, what did you think about the trailer? Did you get the feeling that it's going to be wacky? What were your thoughts on the trailer so far? The second trailer. Both trailers. Whatever you want to talk about.
Wacky is a weird word to use. I can't decide if she meant like it's going to be like funny wacky, kind of like Thor Love and Thunder, or wacky in a sense of kind of like Multiverse of Madness, like crazy. I kind of hope it's a little bit more crazy than a little too goofy. With Miss Marvel in there, it's got to be some goofy. It's going to be great, but I kind of hope it's a little bit more serious.
I think we've been on this train of wacky MCU movies, and all right, I just don't think we like. I hope you're right where it's wacky, as in it's like MOM, like Multiverse of Madness, where it's just kind of like crazy, I guess is the word that I would describe it, as opposed to wacky like Ant-Man or wacky like Love and Thunder. So that is a really weird way to describe it. It's not that descriptive. As descriptive as it maybe, it's not that descriptive.
It's hard to be very descriptive with one word.
Yeah, it is true.
Right?
That's true.
Wacky leaves the book wide open. There was rumored months ago that there was going to be like a whole musical scene. So if that's in there, I could see how wacky's going to like. I just hope that's not the whole film. I hope we get some seriousness.
And the rumor is that they're going to have Carol Danvers singing at some point. So that in itself seems
I just don't
wacky.
want it. I don't want it.
I mean, they don't want a musical.
I'm open for it. I got an open mind towards it. I don't want like a full musical movie, that's for sure.
No.
But though an MCU musical, like movie for the MCU, is maybe something that I would be a little interested in. I wonder what would happen. That would be
like the full Hamilton, but the full Steve Rogers.
Sure, yeah, like whatever it may be, right? Just a movie that's part of the MCU, but it's a musical. It is a musical. Be interesting.
The only things I had of note that I was like, maybe these are what the wacky parts is. I really hope it's something to do with the Flurkins, right? They got all those Flurkin kitties showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the kitty Flurkins in space instead of like Alien, where you've got the aliens all popping out and scaring people. It'd just be a cute little kitten, but the same idea. They're just eating people right and left.
I was going to say the new trailer was like almost the same as the old one, except for new scenes, but they showed more of the Flurkins.
More Flurkins and Flurkin kitties. Flurkins. And it turning on a coffee pot at some point.
I'm sorry, Joe, before you get to your second one too, I think I saw a poster for the Marvels, but it's just a bunch of kittens. It's just like
I saw that.
I don't know if it was real or fake, but I was like, that is great. So yeah, I do think you're right. That is going to be a lot of the wackiness that comes into it will be those Flurkins really having their time to shine. And everyone loves kitties.
Like the scary scenes from Alien, but it's kittens popping out. Or like knocking things off a shelf and stuff.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Nice.
The other thing I had written down was that there's a rumor that Dar-Benn can like open portals. There's like a scene of her slamming that hammer staff thing down and big purple light goes up. And then
she's the villain?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Which Kree something or other. The new Kree
Does
leader.
anyone else think that she might possibly be like Ronan's daughter?
That'd be good. That'd be a fun twist.
That would be kind of cool if she was somehow related to him in some way.
I mean, so what? She's got the same hammer, right? Or does she look like him too? I can't remember.
I think all of the accusers have that hammer.
Oh.
So I think that's just like the tool of the accusers.
Which would make sense if she was his daughter to be also in that same role.
Yeah. Or like even just his like understudy, you know. Like, this was my master. This is a Padawan.
Who was the actor
Star
for
Wars
Ronan
reference,
too?
by the
He
way.
was that was a good character. Like I liked that character before. What did we kill him off? I can't remember what happened in Guardians.
He
of the Galaxy.
died
he got
in
blown
Guardians
up.
of Galaxy.
Yeah, it was Guardians.
But
Did he
he
get blown up? I
appeared.
can't remember. Yeah.
But he appeared at the
releases
end
the
of
power
Captain Marvel because he was saying on the big spaceship, "We'll be back," and he said
Oh
like for
yeah,
the
that's right. Right.
But Captain
the
Marvel was
stone or something
before.
like that.
Right. Well, no
You're
one's
right.
dead. in
Great
that.
actor. Don't know his name off the top of my head.
Me neither, but he's a good actor. Yeah.
So that was the only other thing, was the Darbin, like maybe opening the portals. There's like a purple portal in the sky, and water's like getting sucked up into it, which has, more rumors about portals popping up. With Loki.
Do you think they're portals
Everything-
to different places in the same universe, or do you think they're jumping through the multiverse at all?
Do you want to tell me? I mean, do you want me to tell you like the full rumor that I heard? But it might be a plot spoiler, so I don't want to like ruin the movie for you guys. But maybe save it for later.
I'll let Casey answer.
I don't know. Like, it depends. Some people might be sensitive toward it. All the rumors and plots that are coming out for this, some of it's like, damn, they're kind of giving the movie away, aren't they? Some of this seems like information
Right.
you wouldn't want
That's
to know.
the
But it
thing I
might not be
read.
even true.
Yeah, the thing I read was pretty full encompassing though, so it could be like the straight plot leak of the movie. So I won't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spoil it.
And I
for
know
you or
it's been
anybody else.
stated a while back ago that incursions were going to be part of this film
Right.
in some way or form.
Which I
So
think
if it was something to do with that, it's not a spoiler. But
I think those portals popping up is going to result in an incursion at the end. That's what we'll say for the rumor. The rumor is an incursion. Movie ends in an incursion.
Which we
Yet
know
another
is like
incursion.
the main like point. We read somewhere one of the rumors that incursions was going to be like the main point of one of the upcoming projects, and I cannot remember which one. But that seemed
it
to
was
be
stated it was going to be a big part of this film in some way, whether it's at the very end or part of the whole adventure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Which
think
would
that's
be
the
nice.
whole point of the multiverse so far, is that we're slowly getting different things that are causing events, and it's probably because Sylvie killed He Who Remains and opened up the multiverse to all this craziness, chaos happening. I mean, let's do a recap. What all we have that might have done an incursion so far? We got Spider-Man No Way Home with Doctor Strange's stuff. We got Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness with the witchcraft and the Darkhold, the dream walking, America Chavez punching holes through different dimensions.
Possibly,
Maybe
I was
Wait,
going to say
go ahead.
possibly Wanda and Westview. Maybe her
Yep.
becoming
I mean,
the Scarlet Witch might have been something.
sure. She definitely learns about stuff in there, gets the Darkhold, that she ends up doing stuff in Doctor Strange. Maybe Quantumania sucking Kang into the little time machine. Maybe something with Moon Knight that, spinning the whole world back.
Agatha going to Wanda and being stuck in Westview. That can become an incursion because she had to get there somehow, right? She's not from that time.
True. I was gonna say there's no guarantee that Agatha was from like this universe. She could have been from another one.
1000%.
Yeah, multiverse saga. She could be from anywhere.
That's why I think we all need to be like, oh, it's so easy to like just react immediately to all these movies, but I truly cannot wait for the whole multiverse saga to be over. Not just like because I'm ready for the next, or even if there will be a next. I'm excited to see from the very beginning to the very end to see how everything really does kind of come together, because God knows it will. It might not seem like it, but it will. There might be a movie or two left out, but most every movie is gonna be like 27, 30 movies are gonna lead up to this, huge Secret Wars, and it's gonna be really fun. I really do think so. I'm starting to get more excited about every movie that comes out because of that reason.
I just had a thought that fueled my theory that Agatha is from another multiverse, because in the Agatha series that's coming up, Billy, it would be Billy Maximoff, but apparently he's gonna have a different last name, so he's related to Wanda, but not at the same time. But he's part of the show, and there is no Billy, or what was the other kid's name?
I do not know.
Wicked
I wanted to
Speed.
say Speed. It is so not Speed. That's aggravating. Now I really want to know. But
Tommy.
there's no Billy and
Tommy.
But there is no Billy and Tommy in our universe, so if they're going to be in it, she'll have to be in a different universe. So either she'll travel to another one, or she's from another one to begin with.
Yeah. I think we'll finally start to get a little bit of this multiverse connection stuff, or more of it at least, in season 2 of Loki, which is like the next thing that's got a little bit of rumors going on with it. I mean, it's the director's Michael Waldron, who did Loki season 1 and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And I just watched a, little interview with him talking about how they opened the doors with Multiverse of Madness. He was a writer in Multiverse of Madness, not the director,
okay.
but he's the director for Loki season 2.
I was gonna say I could swear that it was Sam Raimi.
Yeah, it was definitely Raimi, and he was like the whole time discussion. He was like, I was so glad to work with Raimi, and they were like writing it, working with an older script when they brought Raimi on, and they basically had to scrap everything because COVID was going on, or they had the opportunity to scrap everything, so they like went back and rewrote everything to be kind of the craziest they possibly could, pushing the boundaries, making it more horror, more Raimi, which is why we got in my opinion, the great movie that we did. I think without him, it would have been just like a meh movie.
I kind of agree. I don't think it would have been quite. It wouldn't
Except
have
we didn't get to see the beheading of whatever.
They took out the beheading. Yeah. A couple other
later.
like pretty violent scenes I think they took out, but
I was ready for that movie to be like R-rated, scary, like
taking out the Illuminati though was just like yes,
that was great.
I mean, I know they're the heroes.
I think it was that horrifying. I kind of felt like it still fit Marvel. It just seemed like another fight.
Yeah,
it
there's
felt
a few
like a Winter
jump
Soldier
scares.
fight. I mean,
bring a 7-year-old to every Marvel movie, and you really realize like that movie was a little bit over the top with like Wanda's like it wasn't blood, but it was like oil from all the bots and shit that looked like red all over her face, and like she comes out Rami as they're coming out like as a zombie at one point, and it was a little bit. I would rather like
There's
Juliana
look
at like Thor's behind than I would like kind of have her watch this movie again, to be all honest.
A lot of Evil Dead vibes for sure. Very creepy jump scares.
It was more of a cheesy like 80s horror.
It was a little. It was
because you kind of saw it all coming.
Right up my alley. That's what I want.
Yes.
More of that.
Yes.
But all right. So back to the rumors of Loki season 2. I mean, we know Victor Timely is going to show up. That's confirmed, more or less. But what about? There's rumors of an old Sylvie coming in. Whether or not she's going to be like helping them or another villain in there. Have y'all read that at all?
Like
she might be the Enchantress,
Sylvie, just in a different, like from a different universe or a different part of the time.
Could
it be?
I mean, those
Sylvie
are kind of the same answer, right?
Before she met? Could it be like a Sylvie that was before she met Loki? Like in the series,
I see what you're saying.
She was still evil in that sense. Or
it could be that she made a slightly different decision and got both of them sent back in time. Maybe they did choose. I don't know.
Is there a possibility that Loki and them end up going through a different multiverse portal, which can then bring in incursions at one point later, but it is just her working at wherever we saw that picture, and like she has no idea who Loki is, has no idea who the other
That's highly possible because Mobius didn't know.
The McDonald's one. Yeah.
So that's not what I'm talking about an older Sylvie. That is
to.
Just a Sylvie about the same age, probably less happy about her life.
I see what you're saying.
Maybe more happy. I don't know. Maybe it's pleasant to work at McDonald's. Who knows? But yeah.
How does Big Macs? She's a Loki then in her timeline or universe or wherever. Why is she working at a McDonald's?
Yeah.
Like she's a guy from Asgard. Why is she working at a McDonald's?
He's not a god.
That's my question.
You got Baskin Robbins, you got McDonald's.
Yeah, you got your Baskin Robbins Ant-Man, so I guess there's got to be one McDonald's Sylvia.
We got Burger King through Iron Man, right? Wasn't it Burger King for Iron Man?
Yeah, there's a donut shop. I don't remember. Did he get Burger King?
Yeah, well, he always asked for a burger, and I assumed it was Burger King.
Oh. You just
why would you assume it was Burger King?
Because I think RDJ really liked Burger King.
Ugh. If you had to rank your top 3 fast food places, Casey, what are they?
I don't know. I haven't had fast food in like.
See, she doesn't eat fast food. She's like fast food number 1, fast food number 2, and the ones that
she's just saying that because she's live on the other one. Fast food
Hawaii's, I don't wanna
places
get
in order goes Wendy's, Taco Bell, Arby's.
I do not touch Taco Bell.
Oh, you're crazy.
Nope. Never ever. Never ever.
Have to get their contract.
Wendy's though, I do agree. I go with Wendy's.
Fresh, never frozen.
Yeah.
Wendy's
pretty good.
is terrible in the South. Like up north, like it was good, but in the South, the service is terrible and the food is never as good here.
How many times you eat at Waffle House a month?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never even eaten there.
Oh my gosh, Casey! What?
I have
are
a very
we doing
good
in
reason
this
for
world?
it. I've been gluten free since I was 7 years old. I can't eat there. So.
Does eggs and
Kinda
sausages
true, like,
have gluten in them?
everything there is
Yeah, everything.
the
it's like,
biscuits, the
no.
gravy, the
Yeah. The
breaded
waffles,
chickens,
The best part, the
waffles. Yeah.
waffles,
Right,
just kind of takes the reason. It's kind of like going to IHOP. It's like, what am I going to get? The fruit bowl. Okay, that's nice. I get the fruit bowl.
Pie. You could get no, you can't get the pie there because it's got crusts.
Speaking
But
of
that brings us
pie,
back. Yeah, back to
Ooh.
Loki. He's gonna eat a pie, the apple pie from McDonald's.
Strawberry
Let's
pie.
make
Somehow
this
is gonna
series in
relate.
pie. We have a key lime pie, an apple pie.
A very disgusting looking key lime pie that is absolutely green, by the way, and like
It's
a
I thought we
red.
agreed the pie looked
gnarly
good.
color green.
I agree. That pie looks
No.
really good. Why are
No,
you
no.
saying it looks disgusting?
Because
It
that's not
kinda-
what a key lime pie looks like. I've
Ugh.
seen key lime pie.
We
A
are
key
going
lime
back to
pie.
last week's
Key lime
episode,
pie.
and you're gonna be, and you literally verbatim said that looks delicious, and I was
No,
like,
key
that's
lime
the opposite. I
pie
said it looks
And the
disgusting.
TVA might look different.
You're crazy.
than
Key
what
lime
we're
pie
used
should
to.
be this color.
Like
Not
cream.
That was like a great key lime pie. It was like super
Not-
neon.
not
It looks super
this
key
color.
limey.
key lime pie should not be this color.
For anyone listening and not watching, he is showing us
Lime
his
green.
It's kind of like
It's
the
made with
Shamrock
limes.
Shake
It's
at
not supposed to look the
McDonald's.
color.
It should not be that color.
Yeah, gross. Where were we?
This is why it's
Old
great to be
Sylvie.
colorblind, because you can just eat any key lime pie. It doesn't matter what it looks like, and if it tastes good, it just tastes good.
Do you
It
just
doesn't
eat
matter.
fruits that are round and be like, oh, I
I
really
know
hope
what
that was an
fruits are.
orange.
I know what
I really hope
fruits
that was
are.
an apple.
What an
color
apple
is
and
a
an orange
pear?
is quite different. An apple and an
Yeah,
orange. A
so a
pear is quite
pear-
fuzzy.
A small pear and a big plum.
Or not a pear, a peach. Yes. Well, I mean, those are two really
Small
vibrant,
peach.
different
Small
colors.
peach. Big
The
plum.
colors do got to somewhat look like green and red mixed together immediately, like unless they're super vibrant. Black and purple are like the same shade. Blue and purple are the same shade. Like orange and yellow are the same shade, unless they're
So
super
can you tell a
vibrant.
raspberry versus a blackberry?
100%, 1,000%, $1,000,000%, any day of the week. I used to have raspberries and blackberry bushes in my yard. You can tell the difference of that stuff. What you can't tell the difference is like,
Whether it's ripe or not.
no, when like fruits all kind of the same. But okay, so like an unripe lime looks very similar to like a lemon, or like an unripe lemon, I guess, whatever way it goes. One of them's like green or one's yellow, and they look very similar. And I have made the mistake many times. But only thing is now I know a lemon is bigger than a lime. But when I was like 18 buying tequila, never bought a lime in my life before, I was like, yeah, end up being a lemon and whatnot, or vice versa.
Yum.
Yeah,
How that tastes in your Corona.
They're both kind of better.
It was a little summery, you know what I mean?
They're both citrus. Close enough.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Definitely.
If you like lemon in your Corona, you're a maniac. You're a Zaniac,
Ooh.
which is the other rumor that we're getting Zaniac in this Loki season 2. What do you even know who Zaniac is? He's the
No. I'm
he's like
too
an
impressed
actor
with
who
your
gets
transitions right now. You're knocking them out of the park. And
you like it? Yeah. He's an actor that gets more or less possessed by the dark dimension particles, entities, and he gets like possessed by them. But that show that they've got, they're flashing back and they're all in tuxedos and stuff, is like the release of Zaniac. So if that's him, then maybe the reason that they're trying to track him down is because he's from a different dimension, and this is another incursion, yet another incursion on top of the incursions, on top of the incursions.
I'm glad the incursions are finally coming to play, because so far the multiverse has been introduced in all different ways and it doesn't seem to connect. And I think that's the biggest problem with the MCU phase 4 here. So if we're finally getting incursions with everything, even if Spider-Man turns out to have been an incursion of some sort or causing one, it will really help, I think, people overall to get back on board with the MCU. Like, oh, there's a direction here. We're not just everywhere.
They just keep saying the word incursion. Or I guess they said it the most in Multiverse of Madness. they said incursions, but kind of each one of those things is kind of a different timeline. Hitting a timeline could be an incursion. I hope that in Loki that'll be, because they did a great job of explaining the timeline in general. So maybe they can do a great job of explaining now that things are awry, what's going to happen going forward.
What else would the show be about? I mean, you'd think it would have to be a little bit about that.
It could be about, I don't know. I was trying to think of the dumbest thing possible. Key lime pie poisoning people.
Yeah, that's
in the
probably
TVA,
it.
because it's made with actual lemons instead of limes.
That's
Somebody
it.
was
You called
colorblind.
it. You heard it here
Yeah.
first, folks. That's what it's going to be about. Bye.
You think there's
All
gonna
right,
be
I know
Go ahead.
Nick's only here for the first 30 minutes, so we're going to get on to the one that I know he probably wants to talk about. Deadpool 3 rumors. I know they abound. Do you have a favorite rumor out there, Nick?
Oh my gosh, put me on the spot.
I do.
I got a huge list of them, but
Oh my gosh. All right, let's hear your guys'. No, I do not off the top of my head. They're all
I'll go
exciting,
first because
every
I
single
have
one.
like the top one probably.
go ahead.
I heard that Magneto might be in it, and it has to do with Wanda. And I'm thinking we get Wanda back. Magneto's coming in. It's like a family. Yes, that's the way it is in the comics. It's making me extremely, extremely happy and very excited.
And in fact, Disney is now selling the Magneto helmet at like a 40% upcharge because of the X-Men 97 series coming out and this rumor is coming out. I was just hearing. So that
But I
is
also
really
heard the Magneto rumor. I wasn't sure if it was going to be for Deadpool 3 or Doctor Strange 3. I heard a little bit for both.
Well,
It
he'll
could
be
have
in
been
one.
either one.
Yeah. I think I'm
It's
pretty
a
sure he's
rumor,
gonna
so
be.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure the rumor is in Deadpool 3 though, because they're gonna be going
Yeah.
back to that Fox universe and all that. That did it.
Right.
Gambit is mine, by the way. Channing Tatum playing Gambit, who was supposed to have a movie already. It
Magic
got
Mike.
scrapped. Magic Mike, the
Throwing
man
cards.
himself. He is hilarious. He's great. If you ever watched the movie, This Is the End, he's got a really funny cameo in there. And I don't need him a ton in this movie. Just honestly, like a solid 5 to 10 minute cameo just to introduce us to him, and we can continue to get him more. He is very excited to do this. He wears the Gambit t-shirt. He loves the character. So I think we're going to get a lot of genuine I don't know what word I'm trying to think of, but anyways, like a lot of actual like Channing Tatum coming through in this character. So I think it's gonna be super fun. That's my rumor.
Yeah, he was supposed to get rumored to get like a solo movie for Fox, and then Fox got bought out and all that. So that's why he's one of the many in the rumor mill about them. I thought when you said what other movie he's been in, I thought you were gonna say 22 Jump Street.
For sure, great movie. No, I was trying to think of a good cameo movie. I gotta think of a good cameo movie because I don't need him to be the lead character of it. But 22 Jump Street, 23 Jump Street, or didn't they do a 23? Yeah, right. They did a sequel to that.
21 and then 22.
Oh, that's
22 is the one where
22.
my name is Jeff, and they're in Miami Beach.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is Spanish.
It's been a long time since I've seen those movies. Actually, probably like a decade now. That's crazy.
Worth a rewatch.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
that was the
Casey
main.
has no idea what we're talking about.
No idea.
That's okay.
No
We'll get back
idea.
to it.
My favorite.
Have you seen the Deadpool movies yet?
No.
Okay.
Deadpool
Well,
is not coming
anyways.
out for a little bit. It's a little bit further down my list.
Right. Anyways, at the end of Deadpool 2, he takes why am I missing on his name? Cable. They take Cable's time watch wrist thing, goes back, and instead of just correcting the one thing, he plays around with it and goes back and
He
starts
shoots himself from
killing
the whole
off. Yeah,
movie.
he shoots himself from X-Men Wolverine Origins. Yeah, which was a terrible movie.
Well, yeah,
he's just ripping on the old movies. Like, I would have killed this guy and made fun of this, blah blah blah. So I think we're gonna see a lot of that. Do the X-Men or do Deadpool kills the Fox universe for sure. There was rumors of who else is in there?
The Spider-Men are supposed to be in that movie. Honestly, I've heard that rumor.
Spider-Man
I just
are in
heard
there.
that.
But as far as like the Fox people, like Storm.
Oh yeah,
the
so we had a
original,
ton of the
Storm,
X-Men.
Phoenix,
Right?
Cyclops, all those guys in it. And then as far as
Professor X is going to be in it.
Oh yeah,
obviously. And then probably Deadpool's is it Juggernaut? Oh my god, who's the Tin Man? Why can't I think of his name right now?
Colossus.
Colossus, is that it? Colossus and whoever the little girl is
Daddy
that, hangs out with Deadpool in his movies. What are the two X-Men characters?
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Certain
That's a good name.
And Yuki and the girlfriend. I can't know
Oh yeah.
the couple name.
Yeah.
You think they'll have back the little Australian, little overweight Australian dude that was the trouble in Deadpool 2?
I have no idea what's going to happen in this movie. I have no idea. There's so many rumors, and it's the same thing with like every single movie apparently right now or project coming out is going to end leading into Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty. Like everything's leading into something, and I'm excited. That's why I was saying earlier in the show, like I'm excited to see this whole thing when it's all over. I really am.
That was the other. I missed the segue on that, but so. Loki is rumored to have Wolverine and Deadpool show up in there, like they were messing.
I did hear about
or
that.
vice versa. Deadpool's supposed to have the TVA load agent
And
Mobius.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
and
it was that way around.
Miss Minutes is in Deadpool 3 too, and it's supposed to be like one of the main villains.
Like, she looked pretty mad in the Loki trailer, so I believe it.
I think she's pissed that Deadpool goes around and starts killing everything.
Kang is the joke here. He is just the patsy. It's nothing to do with Kang. Miss Minute is the villain of the entire MCU. And
I don't think you're wrong. I think
hey, y'all. Called it now. She is like the
She is the Thanos behind the Ronins and the Lokis and everything out there.
I like it.
The movie before, like after King Dynasty ends, all of a sudden the screen goes dark and the post like credit scene is just going to be her popping up and go, "Hey y'all," and say something about that's going to lead into Secret Wars. That's gonna be it's gonna be good.
That's one of the scariest moments in the MCU so far is when she just jumps out of nowhere in that black room and yells at you. That's right on par with the jump scares that were in Multiverse of Madness for sure.
Yeah.
But what else was in there? Taylor Swift showing up as Dazzler.
No.
Was a rumor that was in there?
What?
Yeah.
No way.
There was also Daredevil and Elektra returning.
Yep.
Big Ben is Daredevil.
And not the Daredevil I love or we love. Well, Ben Affleck Daredevil, which is not good.
Affleck. Not as good.
No, it's terrible. I hate Ben Affleck and everything he does. That's why I could never watch the new DC. I could never watch Batman. Or Superman and Batman or whatever. It was so gross.
That's Affleck. Yeah, I don't think
I can't. Every time I hear that name, all I can think about is the commercials for the insurance for Affleck.
Yeah,
that's it. I just see the duck.
They
so everyone's talking about the movie, the actor, Daredevil. I see the duck. That's it the entire time. That's all I can think of.
I'm for it. I can watch him in one of those. Yeah. The rest of the rumors for Deadpool and Wolverine were that the 838 is going to be involved somehow, which is the other universe from Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. And apparently they're pissed that their Illuminati got killed and they want some retribution. So
who wouldn't be? Yeah.
See, that's where I heard Magneto was coming in. He was going to take the spot of Professor X.
Exactly.
Kind of for the Illuminati. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be in Deadpool 3 or really Doctor Strange 3 where we're going to see Magneto and Wanda. I'm thinking a little bit more in Doctor Strange 3, though Wanda is said to appear possibly.
Magneto and Wanda, like interaction, I do agree that it would be probably more Doctor Strange 3. But Magneto first appearance will probably be Deadpool 3. Unless Agatha comes out and we get a random. Okay.
We're running out of time here if we're doing the 30-minute deal. Gonna have to make this a two-parter.
Love two-parters. That means y'all have to come back.
Without Nick, though. Follow us on social media at that and that.
Yeah, follow the medias all over Twitter.
I'm not the only one who went muffled.
No. Apparently it muffles everyone. It doesn't matter who it is.
We try to be cool and add music to the end of our podcast, and it just doesn't work. Is it working now?
It works great now.
Okay, it's working great now. Follow us on our socials. Check us up. You probably get more rumors coming up next. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, even though it looks like a sketchy site right now. We're growing it. Subscribe so we can help grow it, please. Yes. Okay, see you guys next week.
Woo-woo.